Hello, I'm Jeremy Foster, President and CEO of Big Brothers Big Sisters of Metro Chicago. Thank you for taking the time to learn more about becoming a big and the impact you can have on a young person's life. As you watch this orientation video, keep in mind you already have what it takes to be an awesome big. Now, I'd like to introduce you to one of our matches, Alex and Larice, who are recently in your shoes.
Alex to me I think of him as an actual brother. He's a great person.
I'd say making me blush over here, man.
I've done things that I would probably never do without Alex being there.
We had so many commonalities, so many things that we both love to do together. That's why I think it was so easy for us to be close and have the relationship we do. It's because we were automatically just, so many things in common. Right off the bat, we're like, okay, this is good.
I mostly joined Big Brothers Big Sisters because I was really just trying to find somebody that I could talk to. But then I met Alex and he was more than a friend, he was like a brother.
Welcome to the Big Brothers Big Sisters community-based volunteer info session. We really appreciate you taking some time in your day to learn more about community-based mentoring and your passion to positively impact a young person's life. I'd like to take the time to introduce you to the team. My name is Matt Hergith, and the rest of the team is Aiden, Kalia, Dustin, and Marlene. We're going to be helping you on your journey to become a big. Big Brothers Big Sisters Chicago is part of a broader network of BBBS agencies throughout the U.S., all with the same mission and core. Fundamentally, we believe that all youth hold potential, power, and promise. It's the unique opportunity of a mentor to be another person in their life to help them bring that power and promise out into the world. Added little piece of BBBS is that you will have that professional support alongside you throughout your time with BBBS. From the enrollment process to the life of your match with your little, you will have a BBBS staff person to support you in building a life-changing relationship in our programs. So I want to take a moment to talk about BBBS Chicago's stance on how we support our communities. We are an anti-racist, affirming, and inclusive organization serving all youth, regardless of their race, religion, identity, or background. No matter identities or background of yourself or your little, you live by example and teach that child how to respond to harmful things in our world, when to speak up, and how to learn from it. These conversations can be difficult to have with a child, even when they may not be directly impacted, but we're here to empower and educate you to be okay with discomfort and inspire a young person to do the same. We celebrate the diversity of every person who walks through our doors, whether a big, little, parent, employee, board member, or community partner. So BBBS America's Network, we have over 240 agencies serving youth across all 50 states. Currently, there are over 150,000 youth matched with a big brother or a big sister nationwide. We have 2 million youth served in the past 10 years. And in BBBS Chicago's location, we have over 4,000 children, volunteers, and their families served across 4 counties, Cook, DuPage, and Lake. Let's take a look at what it's like to be a mentor. To give a bit of context, we refer to youth as littles and adults as bigs. One big and one little together in a mentoring relationship is called a match. So moving forward, you will hear us use this language to describe the mentoring relationship. So the youths are 7 to 18 years old in all 4 counties across the Chicagoland area. Various family dynamics and structures. The littles choose to participate, and the decision to be part of a program is brought about by the little's parent or guardian. They are very involved in the enrollment process as a partner in the relationship. We don't have any criteria for a little to enroll other than that they are excited to have a mentor and that they have a parent or guardian that will do it with them. So what makes a great big? So everyone watching this can make a great big. Some bullet points, qualities include consistent and reliable, caring and supportive, willing to share time and ideas, get out of their comfort zone, and able to hold and set boundaries. And of course, being a great big means that you're ready to have fun with your little. You don't need special skills, a ton of money, or a particular background to be a big. You just need to let your little know they are important, that you care, and that you want to help them to be their best selves. So here we have 2 photos of two different matches. On the left, big sister and her little sister at a BBBS agency event at Codeverse, along other matches. On the right is a big brother and his little brother at the NBA All-Star event. We have two main programs, community-based and site-based. You are here for the community-based info session to become a community-based big. We'll talk about the site-based program a bit here too, in case that's a better fit. So the community-based mentoring, this is more one-on-one based. You're spending one-on-one time sharing local activities, exploring new educational opportunities, and developing new skills and hobbies. Each match is unique and creates a schedule that works for them based on their locations and interests. So the commitment, both site-based and community-based, are a 1-year minimum commitment. However, most matches do choose to stay matched longer. After that first year, you will have the option to continue with that same little. We have also seen that some matches have been together for up to 10 years. In the community-based option, it would be 2 to 4 outings a month. You're communicating directly with your little's parent or guardian to schedule outings, coordinating the days and times and activities for each outing. It will include pickup and drop off at your little's home. So you travel to your little's home to pick them up and drop them off for every meeting. If you don't have a car, you can use CTA, rideshare, or personal car. If you do plan to drive your little, you will need to provide an Illinois state license and car insurance with your name. There's ongoing contact throughout the match, including monthly check-ins with your match support specialist. So here are some goals that we have for you and your little brother or little sister. So we have 3 pillars for success. One is attitudes and competencies. Might include a planned experience of a different culture, taking a class together, or cooking a meal together. The second we have is educational achievement. This might be creating a budget for outings or exploring the arts. And then lastly, we have avoidance of risky behavior. So it might include volunteering together, making healthy food choices, or exercising. For the picture on the right, it's a rough breakdown of the types of outings that we aim for you and your little. So out of 24 match outings a year, half of those would be match activities. It might include catching a movie, seeing a ball game, going out to eat. A fourth would be an agency event, and a fourth would be outcome-based activities. So going back to site-based mentoring, essentially you would find a site closest to you. You still would be matched up with your little brother or little sister. However, it would be more of in a group setting structured by us. It would be 1.5-hour sessions twice a month. So for example, it might be every other Tuesday night at a workplace with other matches. There might be group games, group activities, one-on-one time. We have programs located throughout our service area. So if you're interested in this option, reach out to us and we can send you a link to the map of sites. So just an overview, what's the difference? Community-based and site-based are both one-on-one mentoring, and we look for a 1-year commitment. However, community-based, it's more you and your little brother or little sister on your own. You're contacting the youth's guardian on what to do, when to pick them up. It's 2 to 4 times a month, whereas the site-based is more structured. You meet up at the setting with the little. So here are some recent outing examples. We have some photos that go with them. So now let's dive into what the process will look like. We understand this can be a lot of information, but we'd like to share this with you in case there are any questions to help clarify and some of the details in the process. Once you've watched this info session, you will continue to work with us to submit the pieces of your application, including items needed for a background check, reference, and trainings. Our team would get to meet you and learn your interests by conducting an in-depth interview. We then would use those interests to find a perfect match for you. We would introduce you to your little and their family, and then we would support your match so you have everything you need, and this would consist of monthly check-ins. After we have bigs interviewed and littles interviewed, then we're looking to find that great one-on-one match relationship. The very first thing we look at is location. Our benchmark is that you won't have to travel more than 45 minutes, so we do like to take that into consideration. After we've looked at the potential littles that we have in your area, we are looking at personality, interests, and hobbies to find a compatible match. Sometimes we're looking for a big and little who are very similar. For example, if you're outdoorsy, we'll try to match you with a little who is also outdoorsy. But sometimes we're matching a big and little who are dissimilar. For example, if you're an engineer, we may match you with a little who struggles in their STEM class, so you can provide some inspiration. Or if you're outgoing, we may match you with a little who is shy, so you can encourage them to stretch that confidence muscle. Regardless of the reasoning, once we have a little who is a great fit for you, We'll call you to tell all about them. We'll also call the little and their parent to tell them all about you. Once we get a thumbs up from everyone agreeing to move forward in that match relationship, we'll have the match introduction meeting. So a little about the match support specialist. It's a BBBS staff member who is your go-to person throughout the match relationship. They do monthly calls to monitor safety and the development of a healthy and positive match relationship. This is check-ins with you and the little and parent/guardian, each having separate calls with your match support specialist. They give you the space to bring up any questions or concerns, brainstorm different approaches, and that can include outing ideas or how to approach a difficult conversation or humbly brag about how great your match is. Overall, they act as your support system for feedback, coaching, solutions, and resources throughout the match relationship. So a little bit about the outing breakdown. Outings, activity, and time commitment vary. Sometimes it's a 2-hour movie with snacks, and other times it can be going to the park and shooting hoops, and sometimes it can be even riding the bus to grab groceries and cooking together. Do what you would already be doing. As pictured in this slide, we have one of our matches, Jack and Noah, who came to BBBS for a pumpkin carving event with other matches and went out for pizza after. The pizza and pumpkin in this example was $40, transportation was $25, total cost $65, but of course quality time is priceless. This is just a random example, but it shows you what an outing breakdown might look like. Now let's talk about some examples of what those pillars look like in real life. We have one of our matches, Big William and Little Martell, who have been matched for over 5 years. In this first picture, they attended a cooking event. In the picture in the middle, they're at a BBBS event sponsored by House of Vans. Big William never skateboarded before and was nervous about getting on one, but he saw how happy Martell was about the activity, and it actually encouraged him to get out of his comfort zone and give it a try. In the last photo on the right, William and Martell took the opportunity to talk about their relationship during another match event. Martell wanted to practice his public speaking skills, and William helped him practice and guided him through the entire process. So this is a great example of a match that set goals together and was able to achieve them with one another's support. When folks complete the program, they graduate with a plan for their future, whether that's college, a trade school, the military, a good job, whatever makes the most sense for them. But they have a mentor by their side for life. We asked littles to report back what changes they've experienced as a result of having a big in their life. And 86% of littles said that because of the relationships they had with their big, they also saw improvement in their relationships with their peers. So it's very powerful to see that a mentorship can impact a child's life by providing a nurturing environment where they can thrive. Just like kids win, mentors win too. By being a big, you experience personal growth, gain new perspectives, of course, building that friendship, co-discovery of new interests, hobbies, and places, and something to always look forward to. In the photo on the right, we have 3 siblings along with their 3 bigs in a group outing. Group sibling outings are a great option for siblings to get to spend time together and bigs to get to know each other and the family. Okay, so we'd like to take a moment to talk about premature closures. At BBBS, this is where a match is together for less than that 1-year commitment. We obviously know that big life events can happen, such as, for example, moving away. But we like for you to really take this into consideration because we know the outcome is better for the little if it's a match for at least a year. So what's next? After we get that application, here's a list of what we'll need from you in order to push you to the next steps. After watching this info session, we'll send you an email that includes a link to your application. Once you fill out that application, you'll need to complete your DCFS portal. We'll need 3 reference checks along with any experience with children, background checks for you and any roommates over the age of 18, completing pre-match training, and lastly, we'll need fingerprint clearance. We know this is a lot, but all the requirements are to ensure the safety of the children that we serve. So if you have any questions about it, feel free to reach out. Other ways to support: subscribe to our email newsletter and follow us on your preferred social media. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to learn about being a big and the potential impact you can have on a little's life. And we'll be here to answer any questions every step of the way.